Hi, my name's Tom. I was given this next product in exchange for an honest review, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. This is the EACELY 75-piece socket set. It is one heck of a cool socket set. I've actually been in need of a socket set for a while. I've been kind of looking around, and EACELY reached out to me, and I said, hey, this works out great. I've been kind of needing one. Let's take a look. So as you can see right off the bat, it does come in a plastic case. I love things with cases. In my other reviews, I always love a product that comes in a case. It's a carryable that closes up. It's got a storage ability. I like that a lot. This has it. I'm going to go ahead and open up both these little plastic latches, and I'm going to open up. I'm going to show you what we have. Ta-da! You can see this is one nice socket set. It's got a lot of different features. I'll kind of go across a little bit of them. I'm not going to hit all of them. There are obviously some extension rods here. There are some pieces that are standard size. We have shallow sockets that are standard size, so 5/32, 3/16, 7/32, and so forth. These are standard, and you have deeper ones, 5/32, 3/16, 7/32, etc. Then on the bottom, you have essentially the same sort of thing, but in metric. So again, 4, 4.5, 5, these are millimeters, and they go all the way across. These are shallow, and then you have the deeper ones all the way across. I like that a lot. You also have various screw heads here. You have flathead screws, you have some Phillips, and then you have some of those little star points. There's the T50s and 30s and 35s, and you have a whole range of those as well. You get a socket wrench. We'll talk about that in a second. You get a screwdriver kind of a hand crank. You get a little converter. You get another extension converter, and then I'll show you. I'll pull this out right now. There is a little elbow converter. This is great for angles. So what you do is you put your socket on here, and if you have to get into an angle where things just won't fit, you can put another piece here. You can angle it in, and then you can kind of turn at an angle. These alone are usually worth an entire set. This is a super helpful piece. All of these pieces are chrome vanadium steel. They are chrome covered. They are resistant to rust. And what I really like about these is that I'm a little older and I have a hard time with very small things, just seeing them. And I can see these very easily. It's 5/16 right there. I can even actually read the text on there. But it's nice and laser etched. It's a deep etching. You can actually see it. I'm not sure if you can actually see it on the camera so well, but I can see it just fine. It's 5/16. And then the actual case itself is also labeled with 5/16. So I'll know where things go. So I can see a 5/16 right there. And obviously it's a deep piece. I put the deep piece back in and I'm ready to go. I like that as well because that also means that if I have one missing, I can say, aha, I'm missing the 3/8 shallow socket piece. Let me go look for it, and there it is. And again, I can see that real nice and easily. It's nice big letter text. I like that a lot. Let's talk about the socket wrench because that's actually a movable piece. It's not too large, which I kind of like. I've actually had larger socket wrenches where I've actually had the handle too large for me to actually fit and turn. So this is handheld. This is big enough for your hand, and that's about it. That's actually pretty good most of the time. This bit in here is actually metal. It's not plastic. I like that. It's obviously you can switch directions for loosen or tighten. And then I also like this little feature here. I don't have this on a lot of my other socket wrenches. It's a little button that actually releases the catch. So when I put this on, if I try to push it on, it actually won't go on. I have to actually push this button back here to pull the ball and let go. Now it's actually on there nice and tight. So if you ever used a socket wrench and kind of stuck it under the bolt and started turning and you pulled the socket wrench out and the socket was still in there, yeah, that's not going to happen with this because it does lock it on. I really like that a lot. It's an added feature that I don't have on some of my other socket wrenches, so that's really helpful. And again, this thing feels good in the hand. It's also chrome vanadium steel. It's coated. It feels great, and it's very strong. What I like best about this set is it's got a lot of pieces that will work great alone, but when you put them together, you actually have a really nice little toolbox here. So here I have the actual socket wrench itself. I went ahead, I also have the elbow piece here, the adjustable angle piece. I put an extension on it, and then I have the 7/16 deep socket. So I could then put this into an engine, kind of reach around. I could kind of drive this, oh geez, a good 10 inches into an engine somewhere, get some kind of bolt hidden away, and just kind of turn away at this. And again, because I have this angle, I can turn the whole thing at a weird angle that's comfortable for me and also still go ahead and get that bolt out. This whole set with all these pieces is really nice. Now this socket set actually arrived just in time because I was actually had to replace a plastic piece on my car's headlight that had been cracked. So I had to take this plate off here to kind of get to all of this stuff. And I actually did not have a 10 millimeter ratchet piece. So when this came, I said, oh, this is great. I can finally go ahead and do the repair. So I'm just going to show you. I already did the repair, but I want to kind of show you because this thing is already locked in there. That's really nice. Again, that socket doesn't fall off. I can, let's see here. Do I have it tightened? I can tighten it up. I can just flip the switch in the back, reverse direction, and now I can go ahead and loosen. And it really does, that's more, it really does work well. There we go. I'll flip it back again. Now it's tightened, and now I can tighten it back up. It's really pretty easy, and it works great. I've done a couple other little minor repairs around the house, just kind of tightening things, not actually fix anything. But this already came in handy. And again, I love that it's locked on. It's perfect size. It's not too big. It's not going to get caught in things. It's a really, really nice set. So with all the different bits and all the different sockets and the socket wrench and even the little screwdriver piece, by the way, this is kind of actually clever too. This is for the actual sockets, but then on the back of the screwdriver is something for all of the actual little screw bits there. So that's actually really a nice little feature. Again, you can kind of do it by hand, or you can put it into the socket thing, and there are converters for that as well. Overall, this is a great set. It works really well. It's tough. It has a lot of different pieces in it. I love the case that I can go ahead and just close it up, store it away. I like that everything's labeled, easy to read. Again, it's the chrome vanadium steel. It's covered. It's protected. It's not going to rust very easily. So yeah, if you're looking for a basic ratchet set with all the cool parts and all the things you need to kind of get started, or you want to just replace a set that maybe you've lost half the parts with, I really can't recommend this enough. This is a great set.